Every day, in millions of kitchens across America, one name keeps sizzling on stovetops: Calphalon. Sleek, durable, reliable. But while most of us only see the final product, a beautifully polished pan or pot, few ever witness the fiery, high-tech journey behind it. What if we told you that what starts as a heavy chunk of raw aluminum will soon become a professional-grade piece of cookware, forged by 10,000 pounds of pressure, hardened with a technology borrowed from the aerospace industry, and finished by robotic arms with millimeter precision? Long before Calphalon became a household name, it began as a modest industrial operation in the heartland of America. In 1963, a man named Ronald M. Kasperzak founded the commercial aluminum cookware company in Perrysburg, Ohio. His mission was simple, but visionary: bring professional quality cookware, once reserved for chefs and institutions, into the homes of everyday Americans. For the first few years, the company focused on producing aluminum cookware for restaurants and culinary schools. But Kasperzak had his sights set higher, on something that would redefine modern cookware entirely. That moment came in 1968. Drawing inspiration from aerospace technology, Calphalon pioneered the use of hard-anodized aluminum in cookware, a process that not only strengthened the metal but made it more resistant to corrosion and wear. For the first time, home cooks had access to cookware that rivaled the performance of what professionals used in Michelin-star kitchens. And with that, the Calphalon name was born, representing a fusion of calcium, aluminum, and innovation. Throughout the 1970s, 80s, and 90s, the brand expanded rapidly, becoming a fixture in American wedding registries, holiday gifts, and college move-ins. By the time Newell Brands acquired Calphalon in the early 2000s, the company had already earned its place as one of the most trusted names in cookware. But even today, more than 60 years since that small Ohio factory opened its doors, Calphalon's commitment remains the same: professional performance, made accessible. The story of every Calphalon pan begins not in a kitchen, but with a solid disc of raw aluminum. Rough, cold, silent, but full of potential. This aluminum isn't just any metal. It's specially selected for its purity, conductivity, and durability. Calphalon uses heavy-gauge aluminum, thick enough to withstand decades of cooking, yet light enough to handle with ease. Each disc is precision cut, then sent down a line where the real transformation begins. Using a hydraulic press exerting up to 10,000 pounds of force, the aluminum is drawn upward and outward into the basic shape of a pan or pot. This process is known as deep drawing, a controlled stretching technique that ensures even wall thickness from base to rim. This is where form meets function. The pan isn't just shaped for looks. It's engineered to distribute heat evenly, eliminate cold spots, and survive the kind of daily punishment home cooks and chefs alike deliver. Once formed, each piece undergoes precision trimming and smoothing. Sharp edges are machined down, surfaces are leveled. Then, robotic arms and CNC machines take over, milling the base perfectly flat for optimal stovetop contact, and carving in details that make each piece unmistakably Calphalon. Shaped, smoothed, machined to perfection. But raw aluminum alone isn't enough. It scratches, it corrodes, it ages. To become true Calphalon, it must go through a transformation born in science and sealed by electricity. Enter the hard-anodizing process, a technique originally developed for aerospace applications, now adapted to the kitchen. Each formed pan is submerged into an electrolytic acid bath, where it becomes part of a high-voltage electrical circuit. As current surges through, the surface of the aluminum begins to oxidize, on purpose. But this isn't just rust. This is controlled oxidation, a chemical reaction that creates a new layer, up to 3 times harder than stainless steel, bonded directly into the aluminum itself. The result, a dense, microscopically porous surface that resists scratches, corrosion, and wear. It's not coated, it's transformed. The metal itself becomes stronger, more durable, and far more resilient than before. And unlike traditional coatings, this layer won't peel, chip, or flake off. It's built to last, for years, even decades. At this point, the cookware already looks sleek, matte black or dark gray with a satin finish. But for some product lines, there's still one more layer to add: non-stick. For some, cookware isn't just about durability. It's about the perfect flip, the flawless glide, the effortless cleanup. After hard anodizing, select Calphalon lines move into one of the most carefully controlled areas of the facility, the non-stick coating chamber. Here, robotic arms gently secure each pan on a rotating axis, preparing it for a multi-layer coating process. Using precision nozzles, ultrafine particles of polymer-based non-stick material, often a proprietary PTFE formula, are sprayed evenly across the interior surface. But it doesn't stop at just one layer. Calphalon applies multiple coats, each cured in high-temperature ovens, to build a surface that's not only slick but also durable enough to withstand years of use. As each layer dries, it bonds chemically with the anodized aluminum beneath. This fusion ensures the coating won't peel, flake, or bubble under heat. The final curing stage reaches temperatures of over 800 degrees Fahrenheit, permanently sealing the non-stick properties into the surface. The result is a satin-smooth interior that resists sticking, even with little or no oil, perfect for eggs, fish, pancakes, and delicate sauces. You've seen the power, you've seen the precision, but great cookware isn't just about performance, it's also about control, and that all comes down to the handle. At Calphalon, every handle is engineered for balance, grip, and safety. Most are crafted from brushed stainless steel, hollowed to reduce weight, curved to fit the human hand, and riveted, not welded, for superior strength. Each handle is carefully aligned and mechanically fastened to the body of the pan using high-strength steel rivets. This creates a bond that's not only secure, but oven-safe, up to 450 degrees or more, depending on the line. For non-stick lines designed for comfort and convenience, silicone grips are sometimes added, heat-resistant, slip-proof, and cool to the touch, even during stovetop cooking. But the attention to detail doesn't stop there. Lids, whether tempered glass or stainless steel, are matched, seated, and tested for perfect fit. Edges are buffed smooth. Surfaces are cleaned and inspected under bright lights. Every piece is wiped, polished, and aligned for retail presentation. Finally, a small yet symbolic touch, the Calphalon logo, etched or stamped onto the base, a mark of authenticity, quality, and legacy. Before a single Calphalon pan is boxed and shipped, it must pass a final trial, one that no imperfection can escape. Welcome to the Inspection Lab, a space of silence, precision, and unforgiving standards. Here, every piece of cookware is checked under bright LED lighting to reveal surface flaws invisible to the naked eye. Scratches, dents, coating irregularities. Even the smallest blemish can lead to rejection. But visual inspection is just the beginning. Engineers and quality specialists perform a battery of performance tests, simulating the harshest conditions of home kitchens. Flatness is measured down to microns to ensure even stovetop contact. Handles are stress tested for torque and temperature resistance. Rivets are pull tested for structural integrity. Some pans are heated and cooled rapidly, over and over, to simulate years of use in a matter of hours. Non-stick surfaces are subjected to abrasion tests using metal spatulas and weighted scrubbers. If the coating chips, flakes, or peels, it doesn't leave the lab. Random samples are also cooked with real food, eggs, sauces, seared proteins, observing how the pan behaves under live kitchen conditions. And if even one test has failed, that unit never sees a store shelf. If you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look at how high-performance cookware is made, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit subscribe to follow us on more 4K factory tours, industrial stories, and the engineering marvels that power our world. Thanks for watching. This is Top Discovery 4K.